What's up, guys? It's Sebastian SipTH1 here, and we're back with more Bravely Default. Last time, we officially... I'm trying to remember what we did. We finished up getting the grand ship fixed, and we found out it's actually a fucking airship. Whoa! And it let us get into the final region. The land where Idea comes from. Its name is escaping me because it's been a little bit of time since we've been able to play last. So, before we get into it, you can see where we are. Eternia, that's the name of the place. Eternia, I'm sorry. You can see we have a giant fucking golem there. You might be wondering, where the hell have I been? I have been busy, just busy. I did not give up on Bravely Default. I just had more important things to take care of first. That being said, I finally have a free moment to record an episode or two tonight. I'm not streaming this. That's why you can see on the top right that the Twitch thing says 0. Streams will return sometime soon. But besides that, enough quality of life stuff. I know you guys are mostly here for this game if you're watching these videos. So if you have been watching along and you have been waiting patiently for me to upload, thank you. Without further ado, let's just get to it. So we have a closed gate there, so we have to go this way. And you will notice, no matter what you do. You can call the grand ship, by the way, if you feel like you're underpowered for this. But no matter what you do, you have to fight this guy. What's his name? Yes, Ice Golem. And, yeah, let's just do our regular tactic. Have Tiz... double Dark Nebula, double hits. Anya's defend, Ringabel defend, and go. Oh, I did the wrong one. I did not mean to do that one. I cost the party some HP from that one. One more of these. Go. Yeah, that one. And now ring a bell. We'll just fucking fire his ass. He might die to this. Yep. Anyway, let's heal up. Good.
I've another report, Lord Marshal. The Wind Vestal and 3 others have been sighted leaving that enormous vessel. They've already fought their way through Frost Peak Passage and are now approaching the city!
Have we received word from the forces deployed to the various lands?
I'm afraid there has been no reply from any quarter.
Then there is no hope of reinforcements.
Shut the valve for the white magic cables.
Surely you don't mean that, Lord Marshal.
It could very well have a serious impact on those receiving treatment in the city.
There is naught else to do. Should the tower be destroyed, the linked cables place the Earth crystal in jeopardy. Order all defensive units to intercept the wind vessel at the 3 passages from the city.
Yes, your lordship.
Okay, so before that, you can't open the door. It just opens automatically. Okay, we're gonna go to the town. Eternia, land of immortality.
So, Idea, this is the land of your birth.
It is.
Then how about a rundown of the popular date spots? I'll escort you to whichever you wish.
Actually, I'd rather not. This city is unlike any I have seen before. It is a curious town indeed. Yet I hadn't noticed till I'd been away for some time.
Idea, what are those stretching toward the city from up on that cliff over there?
Those are the white magic cables. Within them flow energy waves that amplify the effect of white magic. The cables stretch between healing towers throughout the city, allowing patients to receive the latest treatments. That is why few in this land die of illness or disease. The people live in good health everlasting.
Appearances would indicate otherwise.
Waves that amplify the effect of white magic. Is such a thing truly produced here in this land? Well, the more precise term would be extracted rather than produced. Before I left Eternia, I was thankful for their beneficence. I harbored not a doubt in my mind. But now... Idea, from where does this cable... Idea? I thought that might be you! It's been ages! We were classmates at the Officers' Academy! Oh, I was worried when I heard you'd been assigned to the Sky Knights. What a relief to see you safe and sound. Oh, and I heard about your mother, too. My mother? Has something happened to her? Nobody told you? She was recently admitted to the Central Healing Tower. The Central Healing Tower? What happened? You really have no idea, do you? Well, you'd better go pay her a visit then.
You heard what that said. The village nearby. The nearby village struck a great plague and is not but a graveyard now. Terribly sad place. So you've got your inn. I would honestly recommend staying. You know the drill. New town, new inn, you gotta stay. So we got our traditional item shop. Now, if you were playing the first time, you'd get new items here. More weapons. More magic. You get the Ga spells here. But we're not going to bother with that right now. What we're going to do first... I guess I was wrong? Yeah, I was. Alright, we're just going to go right into where the story wants.
She's right this way.
Mother!
Why, Adia, when did you return?
Never mind that. Are you all right?
Of course I am. You mustn't trust everything you hear. And I've been feeling quite a bit better since I came here.
Yes, but
Well, aren't you going to introduce me?
oh, about that. You see,
I am Adia's mother, Mazer Lee. Thank you for looking after my daughter. So, you are the Wind Vestal?
Mother, how could you possibly know that?
I am the Grand Marshal's wife, after all. I hear much to which others are not privy. And I am particularly well informed about the Wind Vestal's traveling companions. Sir Alternus provides me with the latest news.
Alternus. I wish he'd mind his own business. But he knows. Oh no, we'd better get out of here.
Oh, relax. I won't report you. After all, it's not that often that I get to see my darling daughter.
Mother.
My, you look almost grown up now, Adia. And to think you were such a spoiled little thing when you left.
Mother, you're embarrassing me.
Don't listen to her, milady. We'd love an in-depth look into Adia's childhood.
What a wonderful friend you've made.
To be in your daughter's company, the pleasure has been all mine.
You stay out of this, Ring-a-Bell.
How wonderful to see you so full of vim and vigor.
I'm sorry if I worried you, Mother.
If that is truly so, then there is one thing you could tell me. Why did you defy your father so? You must have a good reason, I'm sure.
The world. It is being consumed in darkness. Many have already suffered greatly as the shadow envelops the world. Tis here counts among them. And the suffering and sorrow will only multiply if we fail to stop it. Agnes has been risking life and limb in her quest to rid the world of this darkness. Yet my former comrades in the Knights of the Eternian Sky sought to capture and even kill her. And it's not only the Sky Knights. The military forces, agencies, and consuls Eternia has dispatched throughout the lands, they've done nothing but cause pain and suffering, and taken many upon many lives.
Anyway, I could turn that fucking alarm off. Yes, I know those notifications. You don't have to fucking tell me. Are you going to alert me every time? I can't seem to turn it off. That is terrible design, Windows. Terrible design. Oh well. Back to what we were doing.
I used to believe anti-crystalism was the true way, but I know now that is not so. After traveling the world, there is so much I've seen for the first time. I've taken in all I've seen and all I've learned. And there, deep in my heart, I've come to know what is black and what is white. That is why I am here now with my dear comrades and friends.
So you have come to do battle with your own father and the Eternian forces?
No, you don't understand. We haven't come seeking battle. We've come to awaken the Earth Crystal.
Awaken it?
Yes. But then I received word that you were ill and receiving treatment. Now I don't know if I should.
There's no need for that.
No need? Mother, what do you mean?
There's no need to worry about me.
It's time for your examination.
Forgive me, but this is where we must say goodbye. Please, do look after my daughter.
Mother! Idia, The white magic cables extend to that medical tower as well. I wonder to where they all lead. To the Earth Crystal. What's this? Eternia has advanced its medical arts by extracting the crystal's energy. My mother once suffered from a debilitating disease. That she could speak with such vigor today is due to the Earth Crystal. But how could such a thing be possible? Even Vestals are incapable of extracting power directly from the crystals. It seems Eternian scholars long studied how to extract such power, and finally succeeded. But I know no more than that.
Wait. What would become of the central medical tower if we were to awaken the Earth Crystal? What of your mother, Adia? And the many others receiving treatment there? If the power provided by that cable were to suddenly cease, the people that depend on it to survive, they might all...
As a Vestal, I can only say that this white magic cable is a desecration upon the Earth Crystal. And yet...
There are people whose lives depend on it?
But only the Eternians benefit. I mean, not awakening the Earth Crystal is like... It's like abandoning the rest of the world to suffer darkness. It's not an easy choice, but we have to try. We can't let the whole world be covered in darkness. She's right. The peace and tranquility that Eternia enjoys is built upon the tears of others the world over. And I shall not stand for it. That's why I'm here with you. And that's why you must awaken the Earth Crystal, Agnes. Agnes! All right, then. I'm glad you understand. Now, to reach Everlast Tower, we must make our way through Eternian Central Command. There are 3 passages leading there from here in the city. We must pass through one of them. But be warned, my father has no doubt deployed an ironclad defense.
Let me brief you on the 3 passages that link the Central Command. Alright, we're listening, just go on. 3 paths connect Central Command to the Eternian proper. Each of them are different. The Central Passage is the shortest, but the enemies we'll find there are all nightmares. The Western Passage is longer. The enemy is tough, but not as tough as the center. None of the guards along the east path are very strong, but the distance is extremely long. There are no easy options here, but the choice is ours. What do we do? What she's trying to tell you there, which, by the way, before we go in there, we're going to talk to Adia's mom one last time, is that those 3 passages, there is a difficulty change. She's looking at when to keep her safe. Okay. It basically means you pick what you want. You can have pretty easy enemies, but a longer walk. But of course, if you have your, what's the word I'm looking for? You still have forced battles. There's going to be forced battles no matter what you do. This is the point where you make a choice. To your left, you'll have a slightly harder time, but it's not that hard. And then to the center here, you'll get there much faster, but you'll have the hardest enemies to deal with. So we're going to go with the center. You can see a dragon, by the way. Now, you want to see how bad that enemy just did to us? That was all the enemy. And I'm level 99. They don't fuck around. Now, he's a mechanical enemy, so thunder should hurt him. That was right. She doesn't need to do... Protect. Go. Do that. You do that. That does a lot of damage, man. And should be going down in a minute. Oh, there we go. If you went to the left path, your main enemy would be that dragon. That's it. Eternian Central Command.
It was here that I was raised. I feel as if I haven't been back in ages. But it hasn't truly been so very long. They say home is where the heart is. But all I feel is... loneliness?
Oh, spare me your sickly sweet nostalgia. I mean, we're going to kill you anyway, so...
You're the one who slew Olivia!
I bid you, Victoria, unleash your full power. Spare nothing.
I wouldn't have it any other way. The kid gloves are coming right off.
Why did you kill Olivia?
Why? Let me think. I suppose you could chalk it up to me and my butterfingers.
You!
Don't look at me like that. I mean, a crystal vestal? Ha! You're no match for me. And that goes for those fools you're with, too. You stumpy little brat! Stumpy little... Did you hear that, Victor?
Idea! How dare you hurl such heinous language at Victoria! I care not if you are the Grand Marshal's daughter. I'll not rest until you lie dead at Victoria's feet!
Fine. Then I'll not rest until that foul-mouthed girl falls head over heels for me.
I'll have you know I'm in top form today. Now you'll see just how helpless you are before me. Go ahead and try and escape. I'm going to toy with you like a cat before I really sink my teeth into you. Not talking so big now, are you? I grow bored with this. Better say your prayers. This ends.
It's happening again.
Victoria!
Victor, I can't breathe.
Alas, you have grown more unstable than I had feared. We must seek treatment at once.
Hey, wait!
Yeah, heal up.
Where did they go?
Victor spoke of getting treatment. The closest place around here for that would be the room to the right.
Listen to me very carefully if you are playing along at all, okay? Save your goddamn game now. This fight is not easy for new people. Now, of course, I am level 99, so this is going to be a joke to me, but it's still difficult. The combination of jobs here, yes, combination, is not to be messed with. Please save your game.
What? This...
Look!
What is that?
Silence, if you please. She would likely perish if we were to disturb her now.
Victor S. Court? What is the meaning of this? Who or what exactly is that child?
Do you get it, Victor S. Court? Do you get it?
Allow me to tell you a story, if I may.
In other words, you're stalling for time. Time enough to replenish Victoria's power.
No, that is not my intention. This treatment is merely a bid to save her life. Now, about that story. In truth, it is a tale of the not-too-distant past. Once upon a time, in a place not of this land, there was an orphan child suffering an incurable disease. Her name was Victoria. Abandoned by physicians and all around her, she simply waited upon her inevitable demise, all the while gasping in pain and despair. But hearing her voiceless pleas, the Lord Marshal took her in his arms and brought her back to Eternia.
My father did that?
Were it not for his lordship, her fragile life would have soon been snuffed out. I am sure you are well aware, Adia, but science and medicine in our land have advanced greatly with the use of white magic. I was pulled from my studies on the Earth Crystal to treat her, and yet my treatments were still experimental, incomplete. She survived, but ill effects linger. Side effects graver still than her original condition. Fits like that you witness strike periodically, and their frequency increases with each day. Violent turns of mood soon stripped her of any semblance of self-control. Each time her tiny form is racked with pain, I ask myself, knowing the result, would I still have intervened as I did? But ever is my answer the same. As long as I draw breath, I will see that she does too. No matter how she suffers, I'll not allow her to die. She is both my crime and my redemption. My ego, my joy. I dedicate my entirety to her, and know no greater pleasure.
What nonsense. I mean, really, Victor. That was so boring and really long, too.
Forgive me, Victoria. How do you fare now?
Back to my old self. But I don't think I could take another one of those fits. Now, let's take care of these fools once and for all. To think you'd just stand around twiddling your thumbs when you had a second chance to finish me. But that just proves you're the fools I knew you were. Victoria! Don't blame me. You're the ones who just dug their own graves.
Okay, now it's time to fuck them up. Now you can see we're still we're not immune to their damage. They can still hurt us. So my goal is going to be simple. Fuck Victoria up. Go. Go. Attack. Attack. Now Tiz is in danger. Okay. It's time for a special. Good. And I'll do Blizzaga.
I got this!
Weak point. 999 damage. 9999 damage. Cool. Okay. Go.
We'll not stop here.
You, a mere vessel, dare hinder my every move.
Your early years may be tragic indeed, but I cannot forgive what you've done! You stole the life of a dear friend from me!
Vengeance? I can relate to that. I've no interest in the Grand Marshal's fancy ideals. But we do agree on one thing, the need to crush the orthodoxy. Total annihilation would be too easy on them. They'll all pay for what they did to me.
That would be a little bit dangerous. Because she wasted a bit of the song's time.
Get lost!
But it's fine if they run on special. As long as she gets downs. Yep, she's down.
I wish you'd all drop dead.
Victoria?
Victoria!
Alright. You can see this is a weak point for Tiz. Tiz against him because, well, dark versus light. And the music's gonna run out. Yep. There goes our specials. So you hate dark, huh? And weak point, weak point, weak point. And that's it.
I am in your debt. You grant me the gift of death. I now go to be by Victoria's side. Sweet Victoria. Sweet, sweet.
And got the Arcanist. Now, Arcanists are a little weird. They're basically like red mages, but with without the white magic, I should say. They're mostly high damage However, they don't use regular black magic. They use very high-cost black magic. You can see here. You can see how that goes. Spirit Master. Or Doctor. Now, doctors are very good at healing magic. They can do aid over time, increase elemental attacks, but still use regular white magic as well. Now, I just didn't bother with this. I prefer the white mage itself. But, yeah, it's nice. It's very nice. And there you go. What's wrong, Anyes? Why did you stop? Wait, Adia. Anyes needs a moment. But we're almost to the Earth Crystal. We should hurry and awaken it. Rilla's Tower is just ahead once we push through Central Command. My heart aches. I know what this must be like for you. I'm sorry. Anyes. Anyes, hurry! If we don't awaken that crystal, the whole world will get swallowed up in darkness. We didn't come this far just to stop now, did we? There's only one to go. Awaken the Earth Crystal and this is all over. Let's go, Anyes, together. The world is waiting for us to awaken this crystal. I know I must go. I know. But... Right. Everyone else in? I'll go. Of course we're coming. I think there's a cutscene right here.
Hail, Nescient children of man.
Who's there?
A petulant daughter's act of rebellion against the father who neglected her.
What?
The naive Vestal's sense of justice as dictated by others, unquestioned as it is unflinching. An orphaned existence, ignorant of himself and alone in this world. Has playing as the trusty friend filled your hollow soul, boy?
Show yourself!
Not but children, all of you.
What?
I am done here. I leave the rest to you, Alternus Dim.
Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Cooperation? No. It is simply a matter of friendly concern. My interest lies in the Templars... the Grand Marshal's daughter. You may cast the remaining 3 into the dungeon, if you so wish.
Yes, my lord.
The 2 newest members of the Council of 6 have perished at the hands of the Vestal. 'Tis such a pity. I never had the chance to meet them.
So Victor and Victoria have met their end?
Yes, Lord Marshal.
A tragic end to tragic lives.
Indeed. But the Vestal and her fellow conspirators have been captured.
Though the toll was heavy, we have them at last. Well done, Alternus. Well done.
No, this was not my doing. It was his.
I see.
There was one more matter, Lord Marshal. Your daughter, Idia, is in her room.
And?
I simply thought you'd wish to know.
Is this my room? Where is everybody?
Now, the outfit I'm wearing, Adia's outfit, will be right here. But, enough of that. Actually, I think there's this thing over here. No, there isn't. Okay. Is she rested? Yes, she is. You can sleep in here for HP if you need to.
No, leave us. I simply wish to speak with my daughter. Now go.
Father. You never learned to knock first, no matter how many times I asked.
It seems like ages.
What have you done with my friends? Where have you taken them?
Your fellow conspirators are held in the dungeon.
The dungeon? I'd feared that. So they yet live?
As for the Wind Vestal...
Agnes! What will you do with her? You'll bring ruin upon Eternia if you harm a hair on her head!
You speak of ruin. It is you and your conspirators who nearly brought ruin upon this land. Crystalism is a cult, a tool for deceiving the masses. We can trust them with the crystals no longer. The Wind Vestal shall never again see the light of day. And should she persist with her uncooperative attitude...
Then it's as I feared. You'll have her executed, though she was merely caught in a web spun of your selfish ideals.
Selfish, you say?
Well, they are, aren't they? You send big men to chase down and capture one little girl. You wage war far and wide. You ravage nature. You bring suffering upon innocence. Are those your ideals, Father? What is it you're trying to do? I don't understand. I just don't understand.
I did not raise you to be such a shallow little fool.
Father, why do you say such things?
The Earth Crystal is now the last of the crystals here upon Luxendark to retain its normal state. All who seek to awaken the crystal, whether the Vestal or my own flesh and blood, shall face the wrath of my blade! You shall remain here whilst you regain your senses.
And just how long am I to be your prisoner?
Until you realize the error of your ways! Redouble the guard. My daughter poses a graver threat than you might think.
It's as I feared. Father does not understand.
Lord DeRosso, Your Grace, what brings you here? It has been 15 years since you last ventured forth.
15, you say? It brings me joy to see what a fine Grand Marshal you have become. For an immortal such as I, 15 years seems but a fleeting moment in time. Do you recall that day? It was dreadfully cold by your reckoning, though just the sort of weather in which I delight. Upon ceding the head counselor's seat to you, I retired to my castle and partook of a goblet of steaming wine. And now 15 years have passed since you rid yourself of me by naming me Archduke. But I ask you, are you content? You seized the Earth Crystal and laid waste to the places sacred to the Orthodoxy. And you brought the crystals under the dominion of man, exploiting them to build your ideal society. All great deeds we failed to accomplish. You should be proud.
I did it not for pride.
I would have you accept my words as true, for there is no veiled reproach therein. Indeed, you have acted most valiantly, unlike we who have long done naught but watch from the shadows. And yet, you have been too hasty, brave the Templar. I fear I do not share your urgency, for my life has spanned 2,400 years. But I understand the reasoning therein, and it is from such understanding that I say you have been too hasty.
Though 15 years have passed, you have changed not one bit. However, if I might respond...
Father just doesn't understand. Right. All ready. It's quite a way to the dungeon, but I'll manage.
Forgive me, Lord Marshal. Is Edea here with you?
No, she is not. She was supposed to be confined to her chambers.
Yes, Lord Marshal, she was. But she suddenly disappeared.
What's this? We're not the sentries vigilant?
They claim never to have stepped from their post. Her chamber door was never opened.
Then how could she have?
Ah, her father's daughter indeed. She acts from the same sentiments. Those sentiments that you once held for the Crystal Orthodoxy.
How could you know that? Have you not been away from this land these 15 years?
Was it not you who drove me to exile? Well, be that as it may. But to one such as I, you and your daughter are one and the same. Passionate, stubborn, not even 100 years old. So it is I can understand what both father and daughter are thinking, simply by watching. You ought try speaking with her, and listening too. Your time for such opportunities grows short. Crystalism. Anti-crystalism. The quarrel between you and your daughter is but a proxy for that clash of ideas. Open your heart before it is too late. The very future of this world hangs in the balance.
You truly have not changed, have you?
Is that so? Well, you must forgive me. But lest you forget, it was you who appointed me Archduke.
I know the dungeon key is around here somewhere. Found it! Now to free everyone.
Oh, is Dia ring a bell? Are you alright? Fit as a fiddle. I'm unharmed as well. How rude. What's the big idea? Leaving me out? I'm sorry. Wait, Dia isn't here. What? Where is she then? Think about it. This is her home. She has friends here, family. Right about now, she can't think this was all a trap. Dia is not the sort of person to commit such deception. I will not believe it. She's right. Me neither. Least of all me. I'm saying she's in more danger than all of us. We're only enemies of the state. Wait, and Idea isn't? With her, it's personal. She betrayed them, Tiz. People here must have a bear grudge against her. So you suspect she is being subject to an even crueler punishment? Ring a bell. Your journal, what does it say? Anything about getting out of her? Here? Yeah. I'll have a look. No luck. I suppose even Immaculous tomes have their limits. Let's send Ari as a scout. What? Ari as a what now? You can pass between these bars. Please go and have a look around the area. Nice thinking on this. You may be able to track down the cell keys. But what if someone sees me? Do you think I can just muscle through it like all you all? And don't you see any muscle on me at all? If we remain here, we'll get no closer to the Earth Crystal. Or to Idea. And at least see if she's being held here or not in the dungeons or not. Fine, you want me to go? Go. Wouldn't want Idea harmed. Not like anyone cares about what happens to me. Thank you, Ari. I shall be praying to my pendant for your safe return. I expect I'll need it. Anyway, here goes nothing. Shh, wait, I hear something. What did I do? Someone's coming here. I gotta hide. I gotta hide. It's a phone noise. I can hear you guys from outside. Idea! Sorry to keep you waiting. I found the keys to this place. Glad to see you're safe. Okay, before we continue further, I'm going to cut the episode here. I know. Sad, boo, boo. We're just getting to the good stuff. But, I gotta do it. Good reason why. The next section is pretty long. So I will see you guys next time on Bravely Default Flying Fairy. See you guys then.